I can officially say good afternoon, everybody. I hope you guys are having a lovely Friday. It's Friday the 13th, so I know you are having a good day. There's a lot of things I want to talk about that has transpired uh, so far the last 24 hours. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and get it started. I don't really have much of a presentation besides the fact that I started class again. Um, so yeah. Now, if you listen to my podcast, which is a lady, which is These Walls Are Thin, you all know that I talked about Azura Miller and some of the things and what he was in trouble for and some of the weird stuff that was going on with him. I don't know what the hell's going on, but So this is what happened. They said Ezra Miller plead guilty. Let's talk about what he plead guilty to. This article comes from TMZ, so right now we're looking at the picture. Y'all looking at the picture, but I got the article pulled up already. It says, Ezra Miller's attorney, Lisa B. Shellcrott, Lord Jesus, these names, tells TMZ would like to thank the court and the community for their trust and patience throughout this process and will once again like to acknowledge the love and support they have received from their family and friends who continue to be a vital presence in this ongoing mental health. In their ongoing mental health. Ezra Miller has plead guilty to one count of unlawful trespassing stemming from their 2022 incident allegedly stealing liquor bottles from someone's home. According to legal docs obtained by TMZ, the Flash star agreed to plead in a Vermont courtroom Friday in exchange for a reduced sentence. Miller now ordered to cough up $500 and will do 1 year probation, no jail time. So let me talk about this real quick. This dude sit up here and he does all that weird shit, and he gets no jail time for being weird. He gets no jail time for being weird, but he gets in trouble for stealing some liquor from somebody's house. Miller has originally been charged with burglary and petite larceny as well, but those charges were dropped as part of the plea deal. If Miller violates probation for any reason, however, the court says the missed charges can be reinstated. Um, so he's still not in trouble for kidnapping people. That's weird to me. Like, you're not in trouble for kidnapping nobody. Then he kidnapped some people. He kidnapped some people and told them they couldn't leave. I don't get it. But he gets in trouble for stealing and grand larceny. Okay, got you. I guess all liquor matters, right? Got you. I'm not gonna sit up here and linger on this case. It is what it is, privilege at its best. Okay, let's continue. This asshole right here. I'm not going to even talk about this. I'm not going to go into details with this. So I'm going to keep this because I got to blast him and his son. Um, so I'll talk about this later. So I don't know if y'all know what happened last night. I don't know what's going on with people's children, people's sons, but um I want to start with Lisa Marie Presley. I think I peeped that because yesterday I was talking my podcast, these Walls Are Thin podcast. I talked about James Dean and how his life was parallel to Paul Walker. Yeah, I was like, these pretty boys, they both died the same way. And then I started talking about how there were similar souls. And I'm going to do a blog about that. I'm going to blog about that on my blog when I get to it. Because it just seems like some people, they come to this earth just to live the same life all over again. Um, and that's what happened, that's what I was talking about with Paul Walker. So it was funny to me that one of the people like that ended up dropping in came to mind was Elvis. Okay. I don't know what it was. I know y'all know I'm in love with, his song I Can't Help But Fall in Love with You. I'm in love with that song. But for some strange reason, I kept hearing um what's the song? Glory, glory, hallelujah. I kept hearing him sing that. It was weird. It's been happening like ever since the weekend. I was like, why do I keep hearing Elvis' voice? Why I keep hearing Elvis' voice? And so last night, she was rushed to the hospital for cardiac arrest. And I knew in the back of my mind, I was like, yeah, she's gone. My thoughts and heart goes out to her family, her children, her husband. I'm not quite sure if she's still married. And her mother. I It's just so weird to me though. It was just like Elvis was just heavy. Granted, it's like 5 days after his birthday. Y'all understand that? Elvis' birthday is January the 8th. And so like I was like, it was crazy to me how his energy just kept popping through. I was like, why is Elvis here? What is Elvis doing? What's going on? And then when I saw that she was hospitalized, I was like, okay, yeah, she's going home. So my thoughts and prayers goes out to her family. This is very unfortunate. She's so young. 54 is very young. Um, Girl, and I'm gonna talk about the weather. Okay. I can't find this guy. I was watching this guy on YouTube that was talking about this system because the system we're getting in Atlanta is the same system that is happening in Los Angeles. But I want to talk about this. But then all this other stuff started happening last night too, and it's the children of of icons. Okay, y'all know her father is obviously an icon. He's the biggest icon of all times. Okay, but I just kept hearing him singing "Glory, Glory, Hallelujah." I just kept hearing him sing. I'm like, why is he singing? Why I keep hearing Elvis? And that was him. That was him talking about what was happening. So yeah. All right, I don't know why. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk. Okay, yeah, and I'm gonna talk about the storm too, and I'm gonna talk about the skies because me and my mom had a conversation about the skies. Please ignore my Versace sweater. Yeah, I guess that's part of the level up is that when you're about to level up, it's like, hey, you're gonna be getting these things. So look at this situation. They said that this is another icon's child, Marvin Gaye's son, is under investigation for assault. Okay, this was just announced 2 hours ago, and this happened today. Another icon son. Then this popped up. another icon's child passed away. It was announced an hour ago by TMZ. If you don't know who Evil Knievel is a stuntsman that did crazy ass stunts, okay? And this is his son. So what is it with the children of icons? Like, what is going on here? Like, golly. And then of course you got somebody in the comment section talking about the meaning behind the checkered flag bandana he's wearing. So I don't know what's going on, but it's going on. It's happening. And my thoughts and prayers goes out to his family as well. Okay, let's see what else I have. Please ignore my Versace shirt. Okay, speaking of parents of icons. Tory Lane's father is still mad. I don't get it. So I mean, he's talking right now. I got to start it over because apparently it does not have a stop button. I forgot to stop it. So this is what he has to say. He's pissed off.
Pete, aka Meg the Stallion.
Oh Lord.
Megan the Stallion. We forgave that girl long time ago. Long time ago.
And this is where he kind of turns to trash to me. Like, how you gonna sit up here and say that you forgave her when your son shot her? I don't get it. Like, I didn't know she shot Tory. How you gonna say we forgave her? That's just arrogance at its best. That's arrogance and narcissism. And that's the assumption that you think you are highly blessed and favored by God. I don't like that. Like, yes, we forgave her. Who the fuck are you? And who are we? Really?
Because again, we know that the principle of forgiveness is important in order to cleanse one's heart, to cleanse one's soul, and to not be, bound up with hatred and hatred, trust me, resentment, bitterness, those things can actually cause diseases of the bones. It has been proven. And it can cause sickness in your body because you're holding on to something that is negative against the real life force in your life. So whatever you do in life, no matter how hard it is, forgive, because forgiveness is not for the other person, it's for you. It's for you. And so that's what we decided. Some will actually, no doubt, question, is he actually saying that Tory forgave Megan for all of what's going on? Yes, we have forgiven her. But what we will not back down from is the machine. Let me stop right here and say this, and this might come as a shock to many of you. But guess what? Both my son, myself, and others of our family have long decided that we are not going to hold any animosity against Megan Pete, aka Megan.
I don't think it even matters, but yeah, he keeps fighting this machine. I'm gonna tell you this: there is a machine. I'm all for fighting whatever the machine is, but at the end of the day, for you to say that you forgive Meg the Stallion when your son shot Meg the Stallion, Meg didn't shoot Tory. I am highly confused. Well, I guess my ass ain't going to Australia, honey. Just saw how big that damn spider was. Hell no! Damn, and I want to go to Australia. Shit. I won't be going to Australia. Hell no. Shoot. And my heart was acting weird last night too. I think it was because of all the chocolate I ate though. What I was that? Yeah, it was the chocolate I ate. Cause I had got some. I had some Hershey Kisses. Then I had chocolate chip cookie. Then I had some brownies. Then I had a Dr. Pepper. So my chest was acting weird. I'm having a chocolate thingy. It was a chocolate thing, okay? I was chocolate wasted, and my body was like, you need to chill out, okay? You're not 22, you're 32. But yeah, it's just, I mean, I get what he's saying about the whole entertainment industry. The entertainment industry ain't shit. Don't get it twisted. But it does not, you gotta understand the entertainment industry shitted on Meg Thee Stallion as well. So yeah,
Let me stop right.
Pretty girl.
I'll share y'all that later.
Go talk to your mom.
Last night. Okay, yeah, I wanted to. You know what?
Go talk to your mom.
How you feel?
I want to. I thought this was weird. I want to talk about this, but I'm keeping it because, like I said, I'm in psychology, and I want to study this. I think it was a certain type of spirit. I was watching this other YouTuber. She was a spiritualist, and she was talking about how there's this energy that everybody talk about. Everybody talk about the Jezebel energy. Everybody talk about this other some other kind of toxic female energy. And then she was talking about the toxic female energy dealing with moms and their sons. I want you to look at this. I don't understand why a son has to tell his mother, "You're not my type of woman." Watch this. I thought this was disturbing.
What about that? You ready to talk to her? You ain't seen her since the last time you seen her.
Are you ready to talk to her? That's your people. They ain't my people.
You don't want to do it?
It's for them to like, what, be around us?
Closure, you know? I don't know why you think that you just special. You're very special. Don't get it. Let's tell you my mom and everything, but I'm saying,
just saying you ain't got no remorse and you don't care.
nah, I'm not saying like that. I'm just
I'm
saying,
leaving here
like,
with that.
I'm
Like,
saying, like, I feel like
Granted, his mama is beautiful. That's a beautiful toxic ass woman. Why are you talking to your mom like she your girlfriend? Like, what in the toxic hell going on here? I want you to listen to the rest of what he has to say.
I'm more mature than you. You're my mother. I love you, mother. But just not my type of woman, I guess. Just not my type of lady.
Look me in the eyes.
Why are you saying that to your mother? Why do you even have to have this conversation with him? He's like, well, I'm more mature than you are. What the hell does that mean? Girl. So I don't get it. What kind of conversation is that? Who has to have that kind of conversation with their mom? No, I love you, but you're not my type of girl. The fuck? Why you have to tell your mother stuff like that? That's your mom. What is understood shouldn't be have to be understood. Like, I don't get it. That's your mom. She's your mom. You don't have to that's weird. Yeah. So if you're a guy and you and your mom are in a relationship like this, yeah. No. That's a no for me. I hope you and your mom live happily ever after. Nobody has time for that. Nobody wants that. I'm sorry. Ew. Okay. I don't know what the hell going on here, but I guess I gotta look into this situation. That's why I have it on here. But I don't know what the hell going on here. Like this is a podcast story. Okay, so let's get into these disasters that have been happening recently. Okay. So, by the way, just in case you guys know, we are 13 days into the quotation marks new year. But everybody knows that the new year starts in spring. So, but you know, in the pagan calendar, it's the new year. So, for y'all, Happy New Year. Pagan calendar. So, this is what happened. It said Amtrak passengers stranded on board on an auto train for upwards of 30 hours in the woods of a rural South Carolina, with some even calling local police saying they were being held hostage. What was supposed to be a 17-hour trip from Washington, D.C. to Orlando, Florida on Monday ended up being a 37-hour trip, according to ABC News. I don't get it. I still don't get it. I don't understand what's going on. Okay, so what's going on? And the crazy part is, it's like, the energy yesterday told me to watch The Happening. You know what The Happening is? The Happening is a movie with Mark Wahlberg, Zoe Deschanel, and John Leguizamo. And what happened in the movie is that this becomes like this mass hysteria, because people start to randomly hurt themselves, okay? Take themselves out, okay? Of the equation, basically. So so the part that stood out to me, and it was crazy because they had a trailer to the movie that showed that scene, where they're all on a train, and then the train all of a sudden stopped, and then all the conductors are outside talking, and he basically is talking to the guy, which is, I say, this is the worst dialogue ever. Granted, M. Night Shyamalan is one of my favorite directors. He's coming out with another movie I want to show y'all that I lost my freaking mind. When I saw it, I was like, oh my God. But the dialogue sucked in the scene. It was, so Mark Wahlberg, I guess he was the lead male in this situation. You know, he was the alpha male in this situation. So he went up to the conductors and he was like, hey, he's like, hey, what's going on here? And he said, oh, well, they told we had to stop. And he said, okay, why are you giving me one piece of information at a time? He was like, well, we lost communication. He's like, with who? And he says, everyone. They said that the Amtrak officials say that the significant delays were caused by the freight derailment, leaving the 563. I just know this. I'm happy I was not on that plane, or not plane, that train when it happened. Because then I would got triggered. I would have got really triggered by that. But It's like something out of a movie. Like you're on a train for 30 plus hours and they don't stop at the place that you. I mean, I hope they didn't charge some people extra for all that. That's crazy.
If I die young.
Oh yeah, her birthday is this week. I can't play that though.
Auntie Bev here.
Okay, but why did I choose this? Why did I do this? Oh, the Kindle box thingy. Okay.
Am I a bad person? Because
Can I'm gonna talk about Andrew Tate, but I want you to listen to this whole thing. It said a messages and audios of podcast that Andrew Tate telling a woman, "I love assaulting you." Release amid the sex trafficking arrest, woman went to the UK police about the incident, but they claim it was an ounce of doubt, so he wasn't prosecuted for that. So I want you guys to hear what this man has to say. I'm going to be talking about Andrew Tate later on in my podcast. It's going to be like the last week of this month. I'm going to talk about Andrew Tate. So I want you to hear what this weirdo has to say.
the more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it. I fucking loved how much you hated it. Turned me on. Why am I like that? Why? I am one of the most dangerous men on this planet. Sometimes you forget exactly how lucky you were to get fucked by me.
Oh my God. Ew. Gross.
Would you rather me pin you down and make you do things you didn't like, or would you rather fuck? You didn't like that I was thinking I can do whatever I want to you. That's what it is. I'm the smartest person on this fucking planet. Are you seriously so offended I strangled you a little bit? You didn't fucking pass out. Chill the fuck out. Jesus Christ. I thought you were cool. What's wrong? Am I a bad person?
Yes, you are. Oh, 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 oh. I can't.
Girl, I saw that you a pro with it. You don't hesitate to go.
I don't want to get for that.
I gotta take a lot.
I'm sorry. Okay. What in the egg is going on here? And it's crazy because now I'm craving eggs even more now. I've been craving. I love me. I know why I'm craving eggs, which is because of my little friend is coming through and saying, "Hey, girl, we here to tell you you ain't pregnant again." So, apparently the egg prices are up. So this is what the Shade Room has to say. It says, if you've been to the grocery store recently, you have noticed that some of these prices are getting out of hand. It turns out that CBS News, the prices of eggs in particular has recently risen by nearly 60%. Butter also saw a major bump in prices. That butter, oh my God. And I'm from the South. Y'all know we Southerners we can't live without our butter. We gotta have our butter. Okay? Everything is a stick of butter. So the inflation is definitely a widespread phenomenon. In response to this situation, people have been popping up offline about how the grocery store put a dent in their wallet, with a particular emphasis on how expensive eggs have become, aside from cutting up with meats. This is giving Great Depression. I'm laughing at the way I say it. I'm not laughing at the Great Depression part. But okay, I think I marked on my calendar. Where's my phone at? Or I could just look at it on my tablet. I think I marked on my tablet. I was watching this astrologer. Her name is Marin Altman, and she's on YouTube. And she was talking about key dates to watch out for when it came to the economy. She was big on the economics and stuff like that, and about ways of making money. She believed in investing in stocks. Y'all still need to teach me the T on stocks because I don't quite understand the whole stock thing. Like, do I have to invest in stocks or what? So I have on December 28th, which is funny because it happened December 28th, is a day before Mercury started retrograde, but we were still in like a little shadow period. So, I mean, the 28th was in a shadow period. I had December 28th as a take heed date. 2022. Okay. Let me see my other take heed dates. How did I get into 2021? Dang. How did we get in 2021? Hello? I think I got rid of those dates. I don't know. We already talked about the moon. Did we talk about the moon wasn't real? Yeah, we talked about the moon wasn't real on my podcast. I talked about the moon wasn't real on my podcast. So it was another day to take heed. I said take heed. So I guess part of that take heed and take heed was and this is like the aftermath of that. I have a take heed also on February 1st. And the reason I know this specifically. I was watching this YouTuber and she gave out specific dates to take heed with the economy. So I'm not shocked that this whole thing is happening with the eggs now that I know that there were dates specifically that I marked to take heed when it came to the economy. But I need to stop eating butter anyway. I'm just letting you guys know I need to stop eating butter. That's what's going on.
Half of y'all in this.
Yeah, stop it right now. Turn over. Turn
I
over.
want to show this. Still don't know what's going on. I did not know who he was actually, but they said he passed away at 33. This all happened yesterday, and just to let you guys know. Yeah, you know what? Never mind. I have a speech. I have a speech about people eating gourds of food. Y'all know I love being an ASMR channel that eats. Okay, I follow two people who are so-called mukbangers, but I don't feel like they eat a lot of food. I just think they eat the right amount that they're supposed to eat, but they eat food. And it's crazy to me because every time you watch a mukbanger, one of the mukbangers I be watching are now ice eaters. If you don't know, if you don't understand the whole thing with ice eating is not a good idea. I have like two spaces in my mouth because I ate hard ass ice. My front teeth are sensitive because all I ate was hard ass ice. And also eating ice can lower your blood pressure. I know you're gonna be like, oh, well, that's good for somebody with high blood pressure. No, it gives you hypotension. And having hypotension is not good because it means your heart rate is slow. And it's been this thing where people have been trying to sit up here and they've been eating and just eating tons and tons of food just to impress y'all or just to help you enjoy it, just give you content. I'm going to tell y'all it's not worth it. Now, the thing is, I don't feel like this man was a big man. He doesn't look like he's a huge man. I mean, yes, he's overweight. That's obvious, but I don't think he was that big. But still, you have to be careful how much food that you consume, especially food with preservatives in it, because it's bad for you. I feel bad, that we have come to the point to where we are living in an environment of excessiveness, where we all think it's okay to have an excessive amount of things. We all need an excessive amount of things, including food. I found myself in that position as well because I asked my mom for snacks and then I got confused because she was like, because I asked her for snacks because I'm doing class on the internet now. I'm not doing class in person. I kind of missed my little trip to Atlanta, but I don't miss my trip to going to class. I don't miss that part. But I was asking her for food. I remember I asked her for a large amount of food. I know I asked her for, I still got these Lance toasty sandwich crackers. I still have these peanut butter crackers. I still have some peaches and I had some oranges. I told y'all about what happened, that it kind of messed with my body because I was eating too much chocolate, but I ate all my Hershey Kisses. And I'm going to be craving Hershey Kisses until after Valentine's Day. But you just got to be careful how much food you consume. We're in a day where people think it's okay to just hoard food, and it's not. You have to be careful. So my heart goes out to his family.
I'm
sorry, I'm not ready for this. Dang, what? Let me get back to this. So yes, my heart goes out to his family. I'm gonna do a Patreon video about Jay Prince. I'm not understanding the whole Jay Prince situation, but I want y'all but people saying that Jay Prince's son, Jay Prince Jr., just hear what's going on, what they have to say. But I'm going to be doing a Patreon video about Jay Prince. I'm working on my one for Carl Crawford. I totally forgot about that because weird stuff started happening to me. But yeah.
I believe it was Junior. They said he walked by. What is that all about?
One of the biggest lies that was told, he walked by.
Takeoff body as if he was heartless and didn't care. In reality, Junior, my cousin Michael Press, that's here. Shout out Mike. You know what I mean? They was there with Takeoff from the beginning to the end. You know what I mean? Even when they walked by, the walk by part, it took 3 seconds of an hour and some situation when Mike and Junior was walking by. He actually went in the restroom to wash blood off his hand where he had reached up on the Takeoff. He had to pick him up and his fingers about with I believe it was
Why are they playing this eerie music? Is the eerie music coming from the neighborhood talk, or they're playing this on this podcast? I don't like the eerie music. It does not help his case. It makes it seem like it's even more creepy. Okay. But I'm doing research on Jay Prince. No, I'm not doing a conspiracy theory search. I'm doing actual research on Jay Prince. I've heard of Jay Prince, but I don't understand what people are saying. What they're saying that he's like the mayor of Houston, or what Houston or Texas, something like that. I don't know what's going on, but this eerie music is not helping him set his case. So yeah. Some of this other stuff I'm gonna talk about on Sunday. I kind of want to just get to the point and talk about Kanye West was missing also, and then he came back and they say he's married. Anyway, I kind of want to go ahead and I want to talk about this weather real quick. So I want to spend the remainder of this podcast talking about the weather. Do you mind? This happened in Alabama. There was a storm last night, and yes, the storm did hit Georgia, just in case you guys are wondering. But I want you guys to see the damage and what happened. But 6 people died, unfortunately, during this storm last night. This storm was pretty bad. So I want y'all to listen to what this lady had to say.
Y'all, when I say y'all, we blessed. Y'all, we at the tax office. Lord, look at our vehicles. Lord, we ain't worried about them. Y'all, thank God for this structure and the Lord for blessing all us at the tax office. Lord, we could have been gone, y'all. Do y'all understand me? We could have been gone, y'all. Do you understand me? We had to run for cover. We had to go run and jump in the closet. We still stuck in the school. We had to stuck. Y'all, look at y'all. Do y'all see? Y'all, do y'all see? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, y'all. Do y'all see? Oh my God. All right, it hit us. We had to take off and run to the closet. Yes, it came through us. And we had to all run to the bed. Oh my God. Y'all, I ain't worried about no vehicle. Y'all, I can get another vehicle. But y'all, Lord have mercy. Oh my God. Oh my God, y'all. Y'all, we blessed. We could have been gone with the storm, y'all. It comes straight down Broad Street. Y'all, we all right. Y'all, look at Firestone. Oh my God. Y'all, Firestone is completely gone. Y'all, look at the building beside us, y'all. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all don't know we blessed. Oh my God, y'all, we blessed.
So I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. This storm came out of nowhere. I mean, I checked the weather. Y'all know I checked the forecast or anything like that. I just know that it was unseasonably warm. It felt like spring for the past few days, and it was just unseasonably warm, just weird. But This same system. Let me get it. Let me hold on. Let me pull up my thing so I won't get fined. You know, I'm here so I won't get fined. Yes, Lord. We don't want to get fined here.
ECVO started as.
They play the same damn commercials. Y'all bad as the damn TV. So I want y'all to see what's going on in California. This is the same storm. I told y'all I was watching this meteorologist, and he was talking about how you know what happened in California? It's ridiculous. There's severe storms happening in California, causing flooding. They had a Target that was leaking. The ceiling was leaking. All that stuff. So I want to show you that this is the same system that came from California. So I want y'all to look at what happened in California and look at the skies. Okay. So watch this. We ain't gonna play all 15 minutes of it.
By Fox 11's Phil Schuman. Thank you so much for joining us here on Live Now from Fox. Where are you at, and what new details are we learning about the storms and how people are maybe preparing for it now?
Well, we are live in Studio City in the San Fernando Valley, not far from Hollywood, from Universal Studios, if you know this area. We're just in the foothills below the Santa Monica Mountains, the scene of a lot of runoff, a lot of mud damage, Andy. This storm has turned deadly in other parts of the state, so it's something that people are taking very seriously. We have the rain because of the drought, but we sort of have a love-hate relationship with the water here in Southern California. The moving water reduced to a trickle. The storm drains cleaned out. Almost all the mud is gone, yet no one is relaxing.
We're builders, so luckily we have the resources.
A crew prepping for the possibility of yet another slide from the hills above that filled the backyard of this home with mud.
Well, the plan is to mediate all the mud and the debris in the back, and then we're going to sandbag and we're going to put barricades.
Progress here, yes. The Quatts family Mini Cooper finally freed, trucked away, but others still stuck. Still a much better picture than what people woke up to Tuesday morning. As for the rainy forecast,
it kind of is what it is, you know, it's kind of what happens when you live in the canyon.
So not a good feeling here. The thought, the worry, is that just when you get dried out, it happens again.
Of course, I mean, it's unpredictable. You know, we don't know what nature is going to do.
But those who study Mother Nature do know the frequency of heavy rains, as we've seen, makes the likelihood of dangerous slides, floods, debris flow significantly higher.
As you get one storm after another, the moisture in the soils starts to build up, and then that means the effect of a following rainstorm is that much greater.
Scott Leslie and his family experienced that.
Okay. So y'all kind of get a gist of what's going on. Well, that system that was in California it came here. Okay. Look at the effect and who it affected. They had to be evacuated because there was a danger to a mudslide because of that storm. All right, so I got a little story for y'all. Coping with this, dealing with this. I want to talk to you guys about the aftermath of the storm. Okay, and yes, this is the real BB Judy. This is Jessica Dupart, the owner of Kaleidoscope Hair. So I remember last night. I want y'all to look at her scenario and know that is not a filter. That's how the actual sky looked after the storm, y'all. And y'all saw, I don't know if y'all saw it in the video, but in the video, it had similar skies that happened in California. Well, last night, me and my mom, I was sitting here. Our power went out, by the way. I mean, that's just how it's gonna be. It freezes and it snows, the power gonna go out here. If it rains, the power gonna go out. That's just how it is. That's why I have come to the conclusion. That's what happens here while I'm up here, you know. So I want you to look at the color of the sky and the color of her surroundings. This is the exact color tint that we saw yesterday after the storm. Okay. If you can pay attention to the skies and look at the skies and what's going on, stop looking at her booty and look at the skies. Okay. Look at the skies. Y'all see it? That was the aftermath of the storm. And yes, it was like that in the area I stay in as well. I don't stay where she stay at. I don't know where she stay at. I don't know. I mean, she clearly was in Georgia if the skies was looking like that where she was at. But that's how the skies look after the storm, okay? So my mom, she kind of was triggered because it brought her back to 3 years ago. And she was like, yeah, the skies is looking exactly the same way it did before the pandemic happened. So she told me a story about how it was storming and it was raining. And it was crazy to me because I didn't notice it. I noticed stuff like this, so I don't know if I was protected or shielded, but I did see this one last night, and part of me was like, I wish I took a picture of it to show y'all. But thank God, Jessica had it. I was like, oh my God, thank God I follow her, and thank God I see. She took a picture of the skies last night. So we can have proof. And no, that is not a Photoshop picture at all. That's exactly how it looked last night. And my mom was like, the sky is looking exactly how it looked before the pandemic struck. I remember saying to her, I was like, COVID skies. Thank God I ain't got to do on-campus stuff. But this storm was so bad to where they had canceled classes at the school I go to. They had canceled school. They had canceled afternoon classes. They were sending people home last night because of this storm. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. I think they're showing now. What is this? Wait a minute. They got something going on now. Hold on. With the news, where they're talking about the damage that happened in Georgia. Let me see. I want y'all to see what I'm seeing. Okay. Hold on. Let's see what he's saying. Unmute.
52 Hammond Road here in LaGrange. And if you need assistance reaching those people, you can just contact City of LaGrange or Crook County government, and they can get you in touch with them. Also, the City of LaGrange also plans to hold a prayer vigil tomorrow at 5 p.m. on Lafayette Square for the people affected by this incident. Thank you. Yes, sir.
I just speak on behalf of a lot of the meteorologists, love the first responders. You guys have done a great job. I heard some great feedback today.
Okay, so they're having, so apparently, like I said, I know what happened. So I want to show you some of the damage that happened in Georgia. I showed you the damage in Alabama. So, and this is our governor. I didn't vote for the motherfucker, but I want to show you our governor and what
You've had your eye on it. The obsessed
freaking ads. And what happened last night.
Camp is speaking after at least 3 tornadoes swept through Georgia yesterday afternoon, leaving behind a trail of destruction, killing at least one person, a 5-year-old boy. Let's take you live there now live. Let's listen into Governor Brian Kemp.
All right, well, good morning, everybody. Let me just first thank you guys for being here last night. Appreciate the state team that we've had out on the ground. Obviously, Colonel Wright's with us, Director Stallings, Lieutenant Governor Jones, Speaker Burns, and Representative Crow with us this morning. We got a lot of updates for you. Director Stallings will probably give you the meat of this and more details than I will, but I just want to give a quick overview. We know we've had multiple tornadoes across the state. The damage is, literally statewide in different places. This storm moved all across our state. Unfortunately, it's been a tragic night and morning in our state. We know we've lost 2 fatalities. We can confirm one of those is a state employee that was responding to storm damage. We'll have more details on that later in the day. And then obviously, the tragic loss of something has been reported, a 5-year-old that was killed by a falling tree on a vehicle. To the best of my knowledge, I know Director Stallings can give you more details. That was obviously in the representative and lieutenant governor's local community. I'd like to just ask all Georgians to keep those that have experienced loss in their thoughts and prayers, as the Kemp family and the rest of us will do. But also continue to pray for all of our first responders. We got a lot of state workers out there in dangerous situations, a lot of our private utility partners and others that are trying to restore power. It's a very dangerous environment, certainly last night and still is today. We literally have teams responding all over the state where there is damage. We've got the Georgia Emergency Management Agency. Obviously, the Operations Center is up and running and has been. Was last night. We got our teams out helping and assessing. Obviously, Colonel Wright, the Department of Public Safety, State Patrol, all their resources are out. They've done everything to help with traffic control, to get power companies down lines, to getting kids home from school yesterday. We've also got DNR, Department of Natural Resources, and forestry chainsaw teams out across the state. Lots of roads blocked that are preventing crews from restoring power. So we ask everybody to be patient. We got every resource that we can possibly put on the ground. It's just going to take us a while because it's dangerous work and there's a lot of it to do. And then lastly, obviously DOT's out as well. doing the exact same thing, continuing to monitor traffic and other hot spots around the state. The Lieutenant Governor and Speaker and I will be leaving shortly to take a helicopter tour of the damage. We are not going to go on the ground today because we do not want to disrupt the many operations that we have going on. Today is not the time for us to be pulling people off of clearing roads and still getting the individuals that potentially are missing out there. We're going to allow those folks to continue to do their work, but we will assess the damage from the air, and Director Stallings can talk a little bit more about what they're doing from the.
All right. First and foremost, I'm gonna say this: I did not know there was 3 storms out there. I did not know there was 3. What in the world are you doing?
It's the sound of your sandpaper skin shredding the sheets. You need Jergens Ultra Healing Lotion.
What in the world?
Much softer.
Now, if only it could soften the snoring.
I snore?
The feel-good feeling of Jergens.
I don't want to watch something else. I'm trying to show you the I did not know there was 3 of them out there. And as y'all see, I don't know if I can make this bigger. Oh, no, you can't. No, you can't see what I'm doing. Okay. The weather is back to being cold. C41, 34, all back to being freezing cold. I did not know there was 3 tornadoes going on last night. Did not know that. And then that would be a lie because I didn't see that they were talking about 2 different systems. Excuse, I don't know what they doing when they told us, but they said it was like 2 different systems. I heard about the 2 different ones. I didn't know there was a 3rd one. The power was out last night, but I don't see any damages. And now if I go outside the neighborhood, I might see damages, but I don't see any damages where I'm sitting right now. That's Cobb County, Austell, where she's at. I don't know about this, but this is giving me Day After Tomorrow vibes. Yes, I made reference to several different movies in a sitting. I don't know why. That's just me. But it's giving very Day After Tomorrow vibe. But I remember the guy who said at the beginning of the year, he said that there was going to be a system coming through. And this system that hit last night came from California. I'll be back on here tomorrow. Hope y'all have a good weekend. You hear me over here eating crackers, like. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good weekend. I hope y'all stay safe. I shouldn't have ate the cracker. Hope you guys stay safe and enjoy my life. I am so